everyone, I'm Janet Miranda with News and Entertainment. Excited to be here today at the Sustainable New York City Fashion Week event presented by Planet Fashion TV. This luxury boutique exhibition will give you a glimpse of a completely sustainable world featuring sustainable-only technology, travel, lifestyle, food, and fashion. This exhibition is being held at the famous Piers in the heart of New York City, and we get a chance to speak to several of the trailblazing fashion designers from around the world. One of the main highlights from this event is that all of these designers conserve our planet resources by using a sustainable, eco-friendly process and materials in creating their fashion wear and accessories. I'm excited to speak with them about how they design some of these extravagant attires. Francesco Zappi, the Sustainable Development Specialist for the United Nations, is also one of the key speakers here for today's event. There will also be live musical performances from pop rock recording artist Edo Ferragamo and electro-pop dance phenomenon Kendra Black. Be sure to tune in when we get a chance to speak to them. Want to see more on News and Entertainment? Go ahead and check us out at newsandentertainment.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm Janet Miranda. This is News and Entertainment. Hi, Debra.
Hello, lovely to be here.
Lovely to have an opportunity to chat with you.
Thank you.
Is this one of the attires that you design?
It is. I use men's shirts and I deconstruct the shirt and remake them into dresses. So I'm wearing a dress that's made from 3 shirts. And it's basically a design that can be styled about 5 different ways. So there's a lot of sustainability points to that because of the way that you can actually multi-function, wear it and style it.
Debra, where are you from?
I am originally from New Zealand in Christchurch, and I moved to Australia, and I am here with my beautiful friend Angela, and we've come to show you what we are all about.
What's the name of your company?
My label is Butterscotch Castle, and I lived in Edinburgh for a long time. I had my children born there. It's a whimsical name, and I just have kept the label's name as it is. But yeah.
Now, you've been designing for some time now.
I have. I've been designing since I was really little, and it's always been about me creating something from something else. And that was just what my family always did. We used what we had, and I think living in New Zealand, you're cut off a little bit from a lot of things, and things have changed now. Obviously, the world has opened up, but when I was little, it was a little bit harder to get things, and so we became very inventive, and obviously we travel always when we get away, and yeah.
What made you want to design or redesign men's shirts?
So I think in a design point, I've always been connected to, weirdly enough, men's shirts. The quality, the beautiful fabrics, and also looking at the fact that we've actually had such an over-manufactured problem, and looking at how we can use and reuse some beautiful fabrics on those shirts and reinvent them. So for me, it's been an organic thing for me. I actually am a qualified naturopath, so for me to actually go into my passion of fashion, it's like a healthy fashion part. So rather than internally the body, this is on the outside. So it's really fun to look at everything on all angles.
What's your process like with designing?
So my process is literally finding the shirts. So the journey is literally going to having vintage shirts supplied. I have a lovely little team that helps me with that journey. I also go to companies, different shirt companies, and they supply me with their end of lines. And this also gives them a tick of sustainability, which is a great thing for them. That means that shirt stays in the country, it's not set off overseas, and it's an all-rounder, a good thing. So we don't want to have things going off to landfill. It's one of the largest polluters of the world other than oil, so we want to try and reduce that.
I mean, making a difference in the world, high five to
Thank
you.
you.
And really coming strong as a woman, empowered to bring forth fashion the way that you do.
Thank
Are you
you.
excited to be here today?
This is like a dream. a dream come true, and I'm so excited to see the response and how many people are so excited to see what we can do with remade fashion.
And you're not a designer by trade, are you?
I am self-taught.
Tell me about that.
That is my crazy thing. So I free cut. I blow a lot of the designers away. I go to TAFEs and universities and I go and do talks, and I even say to them, oh, look, I've got to come and learn pattern making. They go, don't you dare come near here. We want what you've got. So I do what I do, and I hope I inspire them and they inspire me.
So your first design, when you thought, wow, I'm going to redesign this, what was the inspiration behind that?
Oh, I think it's just that feeling of being individual and being unique, and I've always styled myself differently as a personal journey, and yeah, it's just one of those things that I think as you grow older, you start to see what works for you and what can work for other people. Yeah.
And what was your process like in redesigning your first item, and how many years ago was that?
So processing the actual deconstructed shirt was probably about 14 years ago, and it really started off with a kid's design, and I looked at this and thought, this is actually possibly a design that we can make for adults, which in turn became an adult's garment. And so it really came from, and I do make children's shirt dresses as well. So we have women's shirts, which is a lot smaller, and men's shirts are quite generous, so we can work a little bit more fabric in them. And there is a zero waste, so there's no waste with my dresses. Every part of it, every shirt gets used, and it's a part of what I believe in, and sustainability. Yeah.
Now, why is sustainability so important to you in your journey in your life?
I think coming from a naturopathic side of things, looking at the body on a whole and realizing that we are looking at health issues, and also the fact that ailments have come from really bad production of fabrics and the dyeing, and how we can actually look at ways of producing a garment with less issues like that. So for me, as a naturopath, it's come from more of a holistic point of view, and I'm hoping that what I'm doing is going to be, I would like to say, healthy fashion. Even though it was from an existing garment, I always re-prepare my garments, my shirts, I wash them, I prep them. So in my way of thinking, I've got everything ready for that to be made. Yeah.
What is a naturopath, Debra?
Oh, a naturopath. Okay, so a naturopath is a person who looks at the body on a whole, holistically, looks at the person's lifestyle, looks at how they can adjust their lifestyle and small steps, because we don't want to change someone's habit too quickly. And I think little adjustments, little tweaks, and then slowly moving forward into a new program. Because sometimes it's too hard to do everything all at the same time. And, yeah.
As a fashion designer, facing so much competition, what are some things that keep you going? I mean, you can't imagine being successful in every single design, right?
Exactly. It's interesting. I try and separate myself from that, and I try not to think too much about what someone else is going to do, or the copy factor. I think you see in a lot of the big top designers out there, they're creating their beautiful designs, and the next thing someone else is making their design. I think what we're doing here is it's about getting everyone to understand that you can actually create some unique pieces with things that you have in your wardrobe, and that you actually look at your wardrobe carefully, because they can be worn many different ways. So I try not to think too much about about what I'm making. I usually stick with very simple looks, and then it's about how I can adjust them. Yeah.
Definitely a trendsetter here at this event with these glamorous, remade, gorgeous shirt dresses. I mean, they're just absolutely stunning. Where can everyone find you and your designs?
Right, well, I'm at Butterscotch_Castle on Instagram, and I also have my little online shop, which is Butterscotch Castle. I live in Australia. I live in Noosa, so if you're ever in Queensland, I live in the most amazing place.
Wow.
Beautiful beaches, so you must pop up and see us. And yeah, I would love to hear from you and love to have your comments shared, and yeah.
And just price range for the audience so that they know.
Yeah.
Approximately, what is the range of price?
Okay, so I have my white tuck sleeve shirts. They're $169, and then I have my.
And those are American dollars.
These are American dollars, and then I have my 3-shirt coat dress. It starts at $489 up to $689. So these are American dollars.
Yes. Well, guys, if you want to find Debra Cheyne, she's given you her information and a couple of inspiring words for the designers of tomorrow.
Thank you. Oh, yes. Just you believe in yourself and follow your passion, and yeah, just go with what feels, congruent to you. And it's really about your dream and your passion and being honest. Yeah.
And here is a woman of empowerment, empowering you to make the most of your life. And I'm Janet Miranda with News and Entertainment. Stay tuned for more. Hey, if you liked that video, go ahead and subscribe below. Go ahead, do it. Come on, I'm waiting for you. Subscribe below so that you can see the breaking news in News and Entertainment.
Please be sure to check us out at News and Entertainment on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, and you can check us out at newsandentertainment.com for all the breaking news and